Published in 1752, The Female Quixote by Charlotte Lennox occupies an unusual place in 18th century studies. It is a work that has been lauded alongside classics like Clarissa and Tom Jones as one of the defining texts in the development of the novel in the 18th century. Yet, The Female Quixote has only gained prominence over the last 2 decades and is rarely taught or even acknowledged outside of classes that particularly focus on 18th century women writers. Little is known about the author of The Female Quixote, aside from scant biographical details. As her biographer observes, nothing is more public than Charlotte Lennox's writings, nothing more concealed than her person. Lennox was born Barbara Charlotte Ramsay in Gibraltar circa 1730. Her family moved to New York when Charlotte was 8, and when her father died 5 years later, she emigrated to England. At age 17, she commenced a 5-decade-long unhappy marriage to Alexander Lennox, a man who would end up gambling or drinking away any money that Charlotte would earn. To support herself and her children, Charlotte Lennox tried her hand at acting, but without success. Luckily, she was able to earn a living as a novelist and translator, and soon gained the attention of 2 of the most influential writers of the day, Samuel Johnson and Samuel Richardson. Lennox's second and most celebrated novel, The Female Quixote, is a biting critique of the unrealistic societal expectations that regulate the behavior of women. The novel closely follows its comic protagonist Arabella, who is so influenced by romance novels that her world perspective is utterly detached from reality. Arabella's delusions even unintentionally derail her guardian's plans to marry her off for the purposes of securing an inheritance. A reimagining of the 17th century Spanish novel by Miguel Cervantes' Don Quixote, The Female Quixote participates in the genre of romance as much as it mocks it. It's important to note here that 18th century romance novels were nothing like the bodice rippers featuring scantily dressed women and men with flowing hair that modern readers associate with the genre now. Rather, the term romance stems from the phrase mettre un roman, meaning translated into the vernacular. Accordingly, 18th century romance novels were stories originating in France, Spain, and Italy that were translated into English. These novels often featured a fantastical adventure plot and ascribed to strict codes of chivalry and honor. During the mid-18th century, the popularity of romance novels was challenged by the rise of a new subgenre called domestic fiction, which indicated a change in reading taste towards realism. Domestic fiction novels were often about a middle-class woman who resists seduction by a libertine rake-type figure and ends up marrying a morally upstanding and wealthy gentleman. These novels were didactic and meant to teach the reading populace socially acceptable moral values. The Female Quixote challenges the binary of romance and domestic fiction by parodying the style of romance while using its outlandish conceits to subvert the trajectory of a domestic fiction narrative. While Arabella initially seems like the novel's object of satire, the reader soon discovers that her preference for escapist fantasy is a powerful rejection of the mad world that 18th century women were forced to inhabit.